morning, sports investors. How you doing today? And hip-hop fans. Welcome back. Betting Public Sports Show. I'm your beloved host, famed Rothstein, a.k.a. Michael Snackson, a.k.a. Bay O Wolf, a.k.a. Malcolm Excellence, a.k.a. Hacksaw Jim Thuggin, a.k.a. Yves Saint Croissant. Today's Tuesday, January 14th, 2025. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Leave comments. Share content. All right. Let's go holler at you today. Hey, I got one sports betting pick for you for Saturday. College, or not college, NFL playoffs. The NFC, Detroit hosting Washington. Take a Amon-Ra St. Brown of Detroit. First touchdown. Probably be somewhere about plus 700-800. Somewhere around there. Amon-Ra St. Brown. First touchdown. First touchdown. You can take him for it anytime. Anytime he'll probably be like anywhere from plus 110 to minus 140. But trust me, he's going to get the first touchdown of the game. Amon-Ra St. Brown for Detroit. But yeah, enough of that, you know. There's a lot of bitch shit going on out of black males in the hip-hop community. And it's really chapping my ass. You know, because hip-hop was supposed to have been built on, you know, being cocksure and you know, braggadocious and just men being men. But y'all doing some real bitchy ass shit right now. And it needs to stop. You know, first things first, you got whatever's going on with Drake and academics against LeBron. That's some bitch shit. Like, you know, talking about how LeBron be cheating on his wife. You know, I saw the live or the stream or whatever, or the video anyway, of academics, DJ Academics, you know, a little hip hop, I guess media guy. You know, he's up there like, you know, talking about some LeBron and Drake be doing 2-on-2s and shit, and LeBron don't even like black women, and he, you know, cheating on his wife and shit like that. That men don't do that. Men don't do that. Talk about what's going on with another man and his dick. That's LeBron's issue. That's for, if he is doing that, that's for his wife to find out. But truth be told, motherfuckers with money and clout, they cheat. They fuck around. If anything, it's par for the course. And for his wife to decide if she wants to deal with that. But for you to put it out there, though, you thought you've had this perfect life and you've been a fraud, but that's some bitch ass shit, man. Somebody was supposed to been whoop on academics. Like, Ben put hands on dude. I don't give a fuck what kind of security he run with. You know what I'm saying? Take that motherfucking assault charge and eat it. Because he's like one of the most insufferable motherfuckers ever. Why is he up there worried about LeBron and his dick prowess? For real. I would never, I tell you, it's a true story. A friend of mine used to kick it with him, go to his house and smoke and drink. You know, he was drinking and drugging and all that shit. And his girl, he was like in the bathroom or something. And another dude that we know was like, I thought he was a little too close to his girl in the in the kitchen, laughing at her, you know, making jokes at her, laughing at her face. And she was ha-ha cocooing too. You know what I'm saying? She wasn't necessarily pressing him back, but she was just kind of like taken aback by how close he had gotten in her face. And I didn't say shit. You know, let me take that back. She kind of enjoyed it, was okay with it, is what I meant to say. I didn't say shit. That ain't my place to tell. That's their business. You know what I'm saying? That's their business. You know, if he find out, he find out. You know, if she want to tell him that, you know, that the other dude got in her face a little too much, that's all. However she want to play it, that's on them. I'm out of it. And that's how academics and Drake should be. Stay out of that man's relationship. You know, pro athletes, They're gone away from home for so long, they fuck around. Just like the motherfucker down at tire discounters. He fucks around. The CEO of Procter & Gamble, a Google engineer, they fuck around. I mean, you seen Tiger Woods? He had 15 of them. He had 15 of them tings. Huh? You know, because to fuck around, to cheat on your spouse, whatever, all you need is two things. One of them, you got to have a willing bird, you know, to fuck around. But two, you know, that's the most important thing. You got to have number one, the person that's willing. And two or three, you either need a great alibi. You either need a great alibi or free time. It doesn't take much. Most of those pro athletes' wives, I don't want to say most of them, a lot of them, some of them, they'll deal with it. Just don't bring me any extra kids or a disease and I'm going home. Or I'm going home. I'm leaving your ass. You know, save for Cookie Johnson. You know, Magic came out, was fucking around. You know, Jordan. We seen it on the damn movie with him, on the documentary. He calls up Janet Jackson out of nowhere. You know, you found out what happened in his divorce, you know, he was messing around. Like it's not uncommon. Like what the fuck? You know, bitches is throwing these dudes, they throwing them sex like it's nothing. You ain't gonna be able to take so much of that. Shout out to AC Green. Shout out to Tim Tebow. You know what I'm saying? There's only gonna be so many of them that's out there that's gonna, like, will he be able to avoid that? Most of them, they with it. Most of them like, yeah, hell yeah. So that LeBron does that doesn't surprise me. And in fact, on some level, I'm kind of glad to hear that he does that, because I was thinking that the dude was a cyborg because he never does anything. He's never done anything wrong. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Jordan, at the height of his career, they found out he was a gambler. You know, Magic, as his career was ending, they found out he, you know, got the sickness. Tiger Woods, middle of his career. You know, wife take a golf club to his head. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, academics and Drake, you know, you just gonna have to accept the fact that you took this L, apparently. I haven't heard any of those diss records between you and Kendrick. I don't care to. I'm past that part of my rap experience. Beefs and disses and all that shit. I'm past all that. You know, and plus none of you guys really did anything for me like that. You know, I never really was fans of either of you. Kendrick or Drake or J. Cole. I don't like y'all's voices. I'm too old. I'm too old for y'all. And y'all voices, y'all sound like kids cursing because your mom's not around. Y'all just don't sound like adults to me. You know, I'm sure, you know, if you want to take that as a diss, I'm sorry, it's not. You know, but the voice, how the voice sounds, the rapping voice, that's part of MCing. And, you know, that doesn't do anything. Y'all's voices don't do anything for me, so I never really listened to it anyway. But they say Drake lost badly. And apparently he has, you know, all the shit he doing. Like, bruh, take that L and go away. You know what I'm saying? Oh. And then this shit with Jim Jones and Cameron. You know, former Dipset. You know, Cameron and Jim Jones. You know, I'm going to tell you right off the bat, Cameron is in my personal top 5. My personal top 5. Big, J, Biggie, Jay-Z, Cameron, Ice Cube, and KRS-One. That's my personal top 5. You know what I'm saying? So, and see these guys act like this, you know, at 50 years old, or damn near 50. Cameron was born the same year as me. I think Jim was born a year behind us. You know what I'm saying? So they're both closer to 50 than they are 40. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, Jim Jones, you know, done shitted on, went on the podcast, on some podcast and said, you know, told or Cameron and 50 to suck his dick, you know, sweating him and shit like that. And then Cameron comes out, you know, off of vacation and, you know, apparently, you know, I saw it. the show, it didn't really do anything for me where he was just dissing Jim Jones. Because for one, I knew that Jim Jones he already told us that Jim Jones was really from the Bronx. But you ask me, they're the most shittiest because, like, you niggas was in the same crew. And it just tells me that y'all were just co-workers. Y'all wasn't really even friends to begin with. Because if you were friends, when you split up, you ain't supposed to tell everybody's business like that. You know what I'm saying? You ain't supposed to be telling everybody's business like that. Once you split up, like, you ain't got to do all that. Neither one of you. You know, and secondly, when you split anything, whether it could be your girl or a business partner or a co-worker like these two were. When you split up, don't get back together because it'll never be the same. The old shit will always be there lingering, just like the song. You have to let it linger. Yes, you do have to because it will. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Cranberries. Yeah, I fuck. Yeah, boy, you don't know the bitches I used to fuck. But anyway, yeah, man. I don't know what they beat. It all started when 50 Cent and Cameron were beefing. 50 Cent, they made a play at Jim Jones, and Jim Jones took the bait. Him and Jewels go on stage with 50 Cent during the middle of the beef with Cameron. Now, 20 years later or whatever, 50 Cent's on Cameron's new little sports show with Mace, and he talks about, how they did it. Why they did it. Jimmy was having a moment. You know what I'm saying? So Jimmy, he's kind of showed that he's not a disloyal cat. And so the disloyalty continues between the two because they weren't ever homies like that. You see Mace and Cameron, they had beef talking about, I fucked your sister and all this shit, blah, blah, blah. They squashed that. They back together, making millions together through that sports gambling website, Underdog. Or app or whatever. But like Cam and 50, or Cam and Jimmy, they won't be back together because they weren't ever friends. It's like EPMD. They were just put together as associates. It's kind of like I saw both Pete Rock and CL Smooth. Remember that song? They reminisce over you. Old school hip hop song. One of the best hip hop songs ever. Top 5. And both of them were on Drink Champs at separate times, though. Nori, the host, he asked him, "Hey, would you go back with work with Pete Rock?" He asked that to CL Smooth. CL Smooth was like, "If the business is right, yeah." Then when Pete Rock comes on there with Common, he asked Pete Rock, "Would you ever work with CL Smooth again?" Pete Rock goes, he good where he at. It was just business. Eric and Parrish, EPMD, it was just business. They wasn't homies. You know what I'm saying? So y'all out here beefing at 50 fucking years old, talking shit to each other and shit. And that's what I'm saying. Like, that's the one. And then now I just watched the show this morning. Cameron, he on there with Elliot Wilson. Remember, I did a video a couple weeks ago about them, saying that Elliot Wilson kind of has a point about what he was trying to say. He's up there just roasting Elliot Wilson. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, Cam, cut that shit out, man. You're getting too much money to be behaving like this. You could have just simply told Jim Jones, because everybody's going off, talking about how Cam roasted him and lit him up. He probably did in their eyes and whatever, but I'm just sitting there like, Cam, all you had to do was tell Jim, like, or say to them, look, the whole world knows why me and Jim ain't cool. The whole world saw it, because he went on the stage with 50 during our beef. And, at that time we wasn't vibing anyway. So he went and did that. The whole world saw it. That's all you had to do was say, so Jim, I just want to thank you for your time. I'm at peace. Hopefully you're at peace. And, it is what it is. You didn't have to do all that. just go up there and talk about how he wasn't for the Bronx getting hands put on him and being cool with motherfuckers shit. Like, you ain't have to do all that, man. You ain't have to diss him like that. Just moved on. Just be like, I've moved on. And hopefully you will too. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. This beef shit, even now dig it. I saw Mace, I'm pretty sure it was on MREC TV, or I saw the clip on MREC TV. I don't know whose show Mace was necessarily on, but I heard him talking about it. He was like, yeah, man, these guys are kind of embarrassing each other. Embarrassing yourselves, acting like that. Yes, it's not necessary. Just move on. Jim Jones is 50 years old or about to be 50 in the next couple years. Still rapping about teenage shit. Dressing like a teenager. You know what I'm saying? Cam's on here doing, grown man shit with the sports betting games, with the sports betting shit. And, the sports betting app, producing this show and whatnot. Man, just move on. You don't have to keep bringing up old shit and telling each other's business. You guys are embarrassing each other. Mace is right. He's dead right about that. So I'm going to hop off of here. Let me know what you think in the comments. Like and subscribe, share the content, leave comments. And I'll be back definitely on Saturday with NFL playoff action and Sunday. I don't know. I haven't really looked at the sports week. So up until Friday, up until Saturday rather, as of yet. But I'm sure I'll pop in at least once before Saturday with some sports betting picks for you. But definitely, as soon as it comes up, as soon as it hits, Amon-Ra St. Brown from Detroit, first touchdown that game. All right? But until then, everybody, be well. Peace out.